It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
When the season ends, is baseball really over?
Hey everyone, it's Book Shambi. Welcome to the show. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays.
But you counterfeit, I countered your fits, led you astray in the worst way. Too legit, them hammer days, and we buck down.
First pitch coming your way next.
Eye to eye, the clapper had you twitching. With no ceiling, your thoughts held in remission. I'm so chilling, no problem.
Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Kevin Gosper.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Wouldn't chase that time.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with two strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
One out, runner at second. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tap.
Can't glove it cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Not even close there. And that is ball one. That one way inside. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Marcell Ozuna would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. One left for Atlanta. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound in this one, Max Fried.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The pitch. And that one pulled foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field nod.
And here it comes. Foul ball, still 0-2. Kicks and deals. Off the plate, and the count is 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a bouncer. And that squirts through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just find a hole, right? That's the name of the game as a hitter. Obviously.
Runner on the move. Out towards right center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just Springer on the run. Swing and a miss. No throw. He's in there safely. And that one is lifted in the air. Kelnick under it. And there's 2 down. Here's Justin Turner. And that's outside. Two outs and one in scoring position. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. And that one clips the corner. Off the middle, that's a base hit. Here comes Springer around third. The throw in, he will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Kevin Biggio.
1 ball, no strike.
Squirts away a little bit, and the runner stays where he is. 2 outs. That one finds the zone, and now it's even 1-1. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Second inning set to go at the plate. Marcell Ozuna. Gausman back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Foul ball there. Kicks and fires. And that's outside. 1-2 to count. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now the throw to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems, and this one is just about as close as it gets.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Here's Sean Murphy.
1-0.
That one missed. The Braves down by a run here at the top of the second. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Gausman throws over, and he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
On the ground, 2 ball. Bichette over to second, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Braves 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the second baseman, number 36. And the pitch. Rips that one to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. This one in the air right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's 2 down.
Batting it, the catcher.
Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Jared Kelnick.
The left fielder, number 24.
Gosman, a former All-Star, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Orlando.
Here's Orlando Arcia. One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Kiermaier makes the catch. 2 down.
The batter, the right fielder, Ronald.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Acuna now. He's 0 for 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for the Jays, Kevin Kiermaier. And there's a foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. On the line, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. But now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter is George Springer. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. That one misses. Ball 1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Kiermaier aboard here at first with nobody out. Here comes a pitch. Outside low. The count now 2-2. And another ball. At the belt and fires. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Bo Bichette up to the dish. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently. Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
And he deals. Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second. On to Olsen. That's 2.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fly to left his first time. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
That's to third. Riley fires to first. That's the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ozzie Albies. And the right-hander back to work. And he swings over the top there.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Austin Riley. 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is outside. And the slider just misses.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And a 2-1 on the way. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And they'll do it again. Two outs.
Whoa.
Bats and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Justin Turner. Turner's an interesting guy to talk hitting with. Someone that kind of espouses the modern hitting philosophy. The whole let the ball travel, let the ball get deep. For Justin Turner, that is beat it with that. I want to hit the ball out front. I want to hit the ball out in front of the plate. That's what he is trying to do. That's outside, and it's 1-1. And a strike in there. The wind of the pitch. Struck him out looking. Biggio up to the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Riley makes the play. 2 down.
The batter, second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman. 0 for 1 so far. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Down in order go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back now in Toronto. Here's Marcell Ozuna. The pitch. Out in front and foul to the left side.
You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And the 0-2. And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Ozuna gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that one moves his feet.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Righty to the plate. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Left-hand hitter waits. On the ground to third. Dives, but it's off his glove. He doesn't have a play, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So here's Murphy now. Late on that fastball. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
On the ground right side. And foul ball. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Mitch White.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and he need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
2 on, 1 out. And takes low for ball 1.
At the dish, looking to look the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Orlando Arcia. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Trevor Richards, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Cabrera getting cranked up as well. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in. And that's the third out. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down 1-0.
Take a better stand. Concentrate in my balance. Give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Varsho gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You don't. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Oh, what a flip for one. To first, not in time. And a run scores. So the batting order turns over. And now, George Springer. That pitch gets the corner.
And still second against this catcher. I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
One run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. The 0-2. Hit in the air, right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. 2 down. Bobachek gets a chance to hit. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Line drive, and it goes just foul. The 1-1. On the ground to short, Arcia. He's in there. So 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
First and second, 2 down. Outside low, and the count is 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Harris has a beat on it. Nabs it, and that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 5 innings complete. Blue Jays 2, and the Braves nothing. Top 6, and now Ronald Acuna Jr.
2023 was a special season for Ronald Acuna Jr., the unanimous MVP in the National League. After putting together the first ever 40-70 season in baseball history, safe to say he's going to be a special player for a long time. Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 1 for 2. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Albies, multi-time All-Star, 27. One out, base is empty. In the air, right side of the infield. In position. And makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Austin Riley. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. High fly ball out to center field. Kiermaier moving under it. And that is that.
Knock, knock on my door.
Is this redemption for my soul?
Back here at Rogers Center, Justin Turner now.
The designated hitter.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Joe Jimenez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the pitch. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Flips the corner. And the count is 0-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Harris flashes the leather on the run and catch. And here is Kevin Biggio.
Third baseman.
This one in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman. There's a strike.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incompetent.
Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they're on top 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Matt Olson up to the plate. And a pitch. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a pitch. That one way outside. Going to count 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals, and that's in the dirt. Up the middle. Bichette whips it to first. And Olson is set down. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Swings through that one. 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. And right there, he snapped off another curve. It was the same result as the pitch before.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Kiermaier moving under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
The left fielder.
Jimenez back to work. Strike on the inside corner. And it's 0-1.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality. There's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And the righty deals. That's down and in.
That's the ball.
Into center and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now Alejandro Kirk. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's Kiermaier down. That's in there. That's strike one.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
The pitch. And that's outside. And the count 1-2. Varsho stands at first with one out. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Here's George Springer. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. First pitch misses.
1-0.
On the ground to the left. Finds its way through, base hit. Around third. He'll score easily. It's 3-zip.
Through the infield, he just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So 2 on with 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Right through there for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here the bottom of the 7th. There's a strike. Out to short. Over to Albies. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yimi Garcia. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Here comes the pitch. Way outside, and that's ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
The 1-1. Hard hit, but right at him and left. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jared Kellner. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. In the air, left side. Varsho moving under it. And there's 2 away. Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. Ground ball up the middle. Bichette throws to first, and that is that. And the Braves go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. Back now in Toronto, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Justin Turner.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a good eye there. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch and foul ground.
The third baseman, number 8.
And next for Toronto, Kevin Biggio. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Albies tosses to first, and they get Biggio for the out.
The batter, the second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1 ball, no strike.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they lead at 3-0. Jordan Romano.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
The pitch. Bounced up the middle. Fires to first on the run. They get the out on Acuna.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. 1 for 3. Romano, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now, and he was born in Canada. Biggio under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So they're down to their final out. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Breaking ball inside. And it's 1-0. Swings through that.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Comebacker to the mound. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop or base hit, the home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
The shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.